Hey, what's up guys, TheJordude here, back again with another Legends of Runeterra video. So in my last video I did a really basic beginner deck and gameplay video, but in today's video I wanted to try to step it up and try to bring like a more constructed deck. So not with just the cards that you start out with, but cards that you can actually craft and build, and there's a lot more strategy. The deck's a bit more complicated. So yeah, and the game actually lets you craft a lot of the cards because you get the wild cards. So if you get access, you could start crafting some cards. Although you do want to be a little bit careful, like you want to pick out cards that you know are going to be good to craft and that are worth it. So it totally makes sense. I was a little bit hesitant crafting this deck at first, but I wanted to try something a bit more advanced than just like your basic beginner deck. So what I came up with is a Shadow Isles deck. It's basically mono Shadow Isles. However, it does have Ionia, like it has two Ionia cards in it. So it is split into Ionia and Shadow Isles, but it's basically a mono Shadow Isles deck. So the two Ionia cards that I have included are Deny. Deny I think is one of the best cards in the game. 3 mana to just to negate pretty much any kind of effect, so it's really powerful. You could get huge like tempo swings from it. And I'm running Dawn of Dusk. It summons two exact copies of an ally, and they're ephemeral, so they die at the end of the round or after they attack. So this will make a bit more sense once I explain the deck a bit more. So in terms of champions, I'm only running Hecarim. The Shadow Isle champions, with this type of build that I wanted to make, Hecarim is the only one that really works. All the other cards all the other champions that you could throw in through Shadow Isles or Ionia, you really don't need. So yeah, I just have the Hecarim in here. Basically, he attacks, you get 2 Spectral Riders, which are 3/2 with Ephemeral. So you could push a lot of damage with him. It's a big body. Hecarim also have Overwhelm. So yeah, running Hecarim, 3 of. And then I'll have the link to this mobile analytics site so you can check it out for yourself and get the deck code. But I'll go over some of the key cards. I don't want to go over all the cards. So Cursed Keeper is one of your most powerful cards in your deck. He is one of your key engines in the deck because you use him with a bunch of revival or ephemeral copying effects to get multiple Cursed Keepers or multiple Escaped Abomination. Abomination is just a 2 mana 4/4. So the point of this deck is to just get a bunch of 4/4s out into the mid game, and this should overwhelm your opponent. The other main win condition of this deck is the Undying. Basically, whenever he dies, he comes back at the start of the round, +1/+1. The unfortunate thing about the Undying and Cursed Keeper is that they can't block, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. You do have to be careful of what your opponent is doing. The deck is not complete, so you do have to be aware of that. Be careful of your life total. But basically, into the mid game or even the long game, the Undying just grows really big. You can make copies of the Undying to get more onto your board, and then every time it's your attack phase, you could just keep pressuring with the Undying. So that's the main win condition of the deck. The Undying puts out a lot of pressure. Cursed Keeper gets you a lot of value. The Abominations can help you block as well. Other cards like Scribe of Sorrows, when you summon, you get a copy of an ally that died this game, so you could get more Cursed Keepers, more Abominations, more Undyings. Sometimes you get unlucky and you get like Oblivious Islander or Aristocrat, but that's not too bad. Chronicle of Ruin again goes with kill something and revive it, get more Undyings onto your board, more Cursed Keepers. I'm running Scuttlegeist. I'm not too sure if this card is good in this build at the moment, but the idea is that you're going to be killing like Cursed Keepers off a lot of times. Abominations will die, Undyings should die. So Scuttlegeist, in theory, should get down into a low play point, a low mana cost for you. In terms of spells, our spells are mainly they basically make copies of cards and give them ephemeral, like Fading Memories. Glimpse Beyond is your draw engine. Miscall. Basically, if you trade in like a Cursed Keeper or Abomination, you could bring it back. I already explained Deny. So Dawn of Dusk now makes sense. You could copy something like a Cursed Keeper, so you get 2 more Cursed Keepers. They die at the end of the turn, and then you get 2 Abominations. You can also copy some things like the Undying, and then they will die, come back, and you'll get 2 more Undyings. Or you can even copy Hecarim sometimes. And then finally, we're running 2 copies of the Ruination. Only 2 because it's quite an expensive spell, but it kills all units. You don't care about your own units because if you just have a bunch of Undyings or like Curse Keepers, they revive anyway. So this is basically your control card, basically, because at some point you kind of ignore your opponent's board. So once they grow their board big enough and commit a lot of resources on the board, then you just Ruination to clear it out, to reset the board. So yeah, this is the deck, guys. I played a few games with it, and it is quite fun, actually. It is kind of slow, and sometimes you usually will fall behind on board unless you get Curse Keeper going out a lot. But yeah, really fun deck. Give it a try if you want, or if you're interested in playing this kind of style of deck for Shadow Isles. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Comment down below what kind of decks you would like to see for Legends of Runeterra, or what decks you've been trying out. And I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the game, and peace. Alright, Freljord plus Ionia. Not too sure what could come out of that, but let's just keep the Undying here. One of our main engines, so usually want to keep that in our opening hand. Kind of a slow start though. We don't have anything to do for the first 2 turns. Okay, got nothing to do again.
Patrol 1, Patrol 2, Patrol 3.
Yeah. Kind of sad because on my turn 3, I need to play the Undying before the Scribe.
Without a sound.
But I can't block. I have to just play as Aristocrat, I think.
Do not deny me.
Oh my god, this is so much damage. I have to deny the evolve, right? I mean, the evolve doesn't. The evolve isn't too big of a deal. Maybe I'm supposed to just trade here.
Get me out of here.
I think we have to trade here.
Only the world survives.
I feel like if now, like, I can't. Undying's not really a reasonable win con in this matchup. I have to just revive Aristocrat just so I could get more bodies to block with. With more play point efficient.
My life, the order.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Yeah, this is so aggressive. I have to like ruinate, save up my spells to ruinate this board. Like I have to hope that he goes like all in too. Play the Chronicle Ruin this turn on my Aristocrat. Give me a full board of 6.
Take the high ground. You weren't always this way.
This is also a game I Scuttle Geese down.
They cannot hide. As we practice, team.
Smorks. So let's block like this, I guess.
Don't look twice.
Okay.
Now the reinforcements.
on his next attack phase, I could probably Ruination this. So maybe I want to set up a board where I'm Ruination, because I think we just have to at that point. So instead of playing like Hecarim, we'll just go for the Undying and the Spectre. I just hope he doesn't have a Deny. If he has a Deny, man, that would be so sick. It's worth maybe attacking with everything, because I don't think he blocks. We might not have to Ruination as well, depending what he does. We could maybe hold it for one more turn, because we have all these spiders that could block his attacks.
Over here.
Man, the repeated Omen Hawk. Yeah, like, I think we actually have to hold the Ruination and just block with these for now. I don't know if we have enough blocking though, because his next draws are going to be like hugely buffed.
Seize control.
I will play my part.
It's just going to attack.
I have many of these.
Okay, so we could possibly deny his Deny on my Ruination. We just have to make sure we have enough mana. We're going down to 4. Shadow's Assassin. Okay, Poros got buffed. No Poros on the board though. It's actually crazy how we can't kill this thing. So maybe his hand's just a bunch of spells.
Shadow approaches.
How much damage can we push back here? We have 9, 12, 13, 16, 19. We can actually push a lot. If we do this. Yeah, I'm not going to let him attack. Or add minions on the board too. Now he has to block with stuff. This could be like a pretty big sweep for us, since he's out of resources. I just have to make sure I have like the Deny and the Ruination set up in case like he has some kind of huge board.
I am a true master.
Finally has to block here. The elusive is basically how he's going to win this game, because he's not going to be able to hit me in the face with any other normal followers. I think we could probably put one more Undying on the board though. Is he just dead? Well, he didn't block lethal? Okay. I mean, I guess maybe he had no outs.